So we're going to work on pronoun case. You should already know what a pronoun is, but just as a reminder, pronouns are used to replace a noun. There are three different cases for pronouns. They are subjective, objective, and possessive. Possessives are used to show ownership, and that is covered under the apostrophes video. So we're just going to focus on subjective and objective pronouns. So if we think about, well, what are the subjective and objective pronouns? Subjective pronouns are I, you, we, he, she, it, and they. The objective pronouns are me, you, us, him, her, it, and them. So we're working with which pronoun do you choose, I or me, he or him. Obviously, you don't have to worry about you or it because those are the same in both cases. So let's look at those subjective pronouns, I, we, you, he, she, it, and they. There are two uses for subjective pronouns. The first is as the subject of a sentence, which is why they're called subjective pronouns. John and she passed the test. She is a subject. You would not say her passed the test. That sounds wrong. She passed the test. She is doing the main action of the sentence and is the subject. You also use a subjective pronoun after a to be verb, also called a state of being verb, which is a verb like is, am, was, were, be, been. So for example, a correct sentence would read, the winner should have been he. Now a lot of people would argue that that sounds funny, and it should be, the winner should have been him. Here's why that's not the case. Even if that word is at the end of the sentence, it's still serving as a subject. And if we flipped the sentence order around, we would say, he should have been the winner. Not him should have been the winner. And so after those verbs like been, you have to take that pronoun, put it back at the beginning of the sentence, and think about what sounds right. The winner should have been he. Same thing when you answer the phone. Someone calls and asks, is Jessica there? The proper response is, this is she. A lot of people would want to say this is her. But it's this is she because she is speaking, not her is speaking right now. And so again, you flip that sentence order, and then you can hear why it really is the subject of that sentence and a subjective pronoun. Now as we flip to the objective pronouns, again, me, us, you, him, her, it, and them. This one has multiple uses as well. The first is as a direct object. Direct objects answer who or what. The visitor surprised her. Who did the visitor surprise? Her. You wouldn't say the visitor surprised she. He helped us boys with our homework. Who did they help? He helped us. You wouldn't say he helped we. Now the addition of the word boys might mess you up a little bit. You might think, well, we boys did homework. But you just have to think he helped us, not he helped we. There also can be objective pronouns with indirect objects, which answer to or for whom or what. My kids baked me a cake. They baked a cake for me, not they baked a cake for I. You can hear that that doesn't sound correct. Also, objective pronoun with objects of prepositions. We'll practice with you and them. Very few people would think it sounds right to say, I'll practice with they. And so you can hear that that's an objective pronoun. In general, though, you can just remember that if it's not subjective, if it's not the subject or after a to be verb, then it must be objective. So as we review and we look at the chart, again, the subjective pronouns you need to think about are I, we, he, she, and they. And you use that after a subject or after a to be verb, is, am, was, were, are, be, been. The objective pronouns are me, us, him, her, and them. And again, all you have to remember is if it's not subjective, then you use that second column of the objective pronouns. So hopefully now you can accurately choose which pronoun case to use.